In a world where dice determine your fate and the only thing holding you back is your imagination, embark on a journey of adventure, perils, mayhem, and treasure. Unlock the hero within and welcome to Roll for Turaco.
Welcome to RollForTuraco. This is Frank, and it's Turaco Taco Mimic Tuesday. I'm going to draw a mimic taco. So let's get to it.
I start off with a quick sketch of a taco shell. And the reason I created this mimic taco, one, it's just, why not? It's awesome. Two, it came from a silly idea from one of the Discord servers that I'm in, the Dungeons Descent, and that's the Discord server that belongs to Nate from Tabletop Family. I've mentioned him before, and this just came from a goofy comment someone made about tacos, because my name is Roll for Turaco, and sometimes Turaco reminds people of tacos. Actually, let me correct that. My channel name is RollForTuraco, but on that server, people call me Turaco, which is fine. I think that's pretty cool. So, yes, it isn't a surprise that this came from a silly joke. And of course, I ran with it because that's what I do. And I thought, why not? I will make a mimic taco. So, full transparency. This is actually the second mimic taco that I drew. The first one, which you will see in just a few seconds, I did it off screen, but I wanted you to see the process. And actually, I think this one came out better, but I think both look pretty cool. And there's the first one, and now I'm just removing the background. This is a thinner, crunchier mimic taco. But hey, you can't have too many tacos, And so now you have two. Which is your favorite taco of these two mimic tacos? Let me know in the comments below. But don't leave yet. There's still more. Because, these are mimic tacos, but where are you going to get them?
Those are the illustrations of mimic tacos that I drew. But you can't have tacos without a taco cart, so I'm going to make a mimic taco cart miniature. Let's get to it.
I used baby carriages from the Dollar Tree to make these carts, or this cart. I've actually already made two before, but those were horse carts, and this is going to be a mimic taco cart. I gotta make my mimic tacos. Now, I am simplifying these for this miniature. So I'm not really adding a lot of detail. It's mostly gonna be the taco shell. And you can see I just have some strips of yellow construction paper. And, I made a little taco. Check it out. That looks like the skinny taco. And I made a few more. Actually, I made 6 in total. But here's 3 of them. And, I wanted to add a little bit of detail. So I took one of my alcohol markers. And just started coloring. Adding some color. Nothing very specific. Just going over it. And, just giving it that crunchy taco shell look. So that was the easy part. Just cutting out little paper tacos and adding some color. So now we have some tacos, but we need a cart. So I do have one of the little carriages left, and you can see I was trying to experiment with textures. I added some color with the marker. I decided not to really go that route. And you also notice I'm using whiteout, and you're probably thinking, no, use a primer, use professional paint. I use what I have, and at the moment, my apartment isn't really set up for a lot of crafting like this, so I make do with what I have. And so I coat the carriage with the whiteout, and I just do that all over. And then I'm going to just let it dry. It actually dries pretty quickly, uh, and then that's when I can start doing a little bit more of the detail work, and you're going to see in a little bit. I'm going to start painting it. Now, right now, it looks good. It's all dried, so I'm just start adding some paint that I have. I used acrylic paint, and I use a little sponge just to just move the paint around, brush it all over. Now that little sponge is actually a piece of foam that came from the miniature bag, the RPG game bag, and there is a section where it has a place for miniatures. Uh, so those were little rectangles where the miniature would go. Uh, so I use that. I use that as a sponge just to paint the cart, but I'm also going to use it to put inside of the cart because that's going to be where the mimic tacos are going to be placed on. Uh, that's, I guess it would be like a little table or just a little area to put your tacos on. And that's pretty much all I did. Like I said, I didn't really add that much detail. Most of the detail just came from adding different coats of paint on the cart. I add a little bit of red, add a little bit of red paint. I go back, add a little bit more, add a little bit more brown paint, and I just want it to look like it's been used a few times, like a taco vendor has just been pushing that cart all over town, all over in different villages, selling his wares. Now, who is that taco vendor? Oh, that's up to you. Uh, in my mind, I'm imagining a Mexican orc, or it could be some zombies. It could be just a corpse of someone that's just kind of attached to the cart. I didn't add it here. I didn't add that detail, but and someone did mention this on a different server that the taco cart itself is also a mimic. So it could be the mama mimic, and the little mimic tacos are the baby mimics, not mimics. And I know someone will say, well, mimics don't really reproduce like that. Mimic lore has changed throughout the years. So at my table, maybe they do reproduce like that. So it could be the mama cart mimic, and she had her little baby mimic tacos, or it could be that she adopted these little baby tacos because she has a heart, but she's also hungry, so she will eat you. And that's just something that you can have at your table. You can take the lore, you can make it whatever you want it to be, and that is my mimic taco cart.
Just another Taco Tuesday. Look at look at this cart. And I turn it around, and there's three mimics there. Uh, I wanted three regular tacos and three mimic tacos. I didn't really add that much detail. Yeah, because they're just like little strips of paper, and there's only so much that I could do with that. But uh, yeah, I like how it turned out. Something fairly quick, and I can just set this at my table. And the reason I left some just regular tacos, and they're not glued down. I might glue them on here, but I think for now, I mean, I can take them off, and then when I make the reveal, like You get the mimics. So I could show it like this. Uh, some of my players might actually see the tongue sticking out. So, but yeah, I want to be able to remove them and add them, and I can reuse this card for something else. So that's the Turaco Taco Mimic Tuesday segment. Let me know what you thought of the illustrations. Let me know what you thought about the miniature. And remember, you can get these carriages at the dollar store. I got these at the Dollar Tree, and I already made carts out of the other ones. Right. This has been Frank Salazar, and don't forget to roll for Turaco.
Don't forget to roll for Turaco. Subscribe.